This is Neural Newscast for Monday, March 23rd, 2026. We begin with a deep dive into the April 9th target date for the Iran conflict. I'm Claire Donovan.
And I'm Cole Mercer. The diplomatic and military clock is now set. Following recent statements from President Trump, an Israeli official has confirmed that Washington established April 9th as the target date to bring the current war with Iran to a close. This leaves a window of approximately 21 days for the conclusion of active fighting and the finalization of negotiations. There is a notable political component here as well. If the war concludes by early April, it would facilitate a visit by President Trump to Israel on Independence Day, where he is slated to receive the Israel Prize.
That 21-day window puts immense pressure on both the military and the diplomatic tracks. On the diplomatic side, we are seeing movement through international back channels. Reports indicate that talks between the United States and Iran are expected to take place later this week in Pakistan. High-level envoys, including Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner, have reportedly been involved in relaying messages through Pakistani officials. However, there appears to be a disconnect with Jerusalem. The same Israeli official mentioned that Washington has not yet updated Israel on specific contacts with Iranian Parliament Speaker Mohammad Bagher Ghalibaf. It suggests a very tight circle of communication within the Trump administration.
While those bat channels remain active, the military reality on the ground continues to be defined by attrition. Israeli defense officials have released updated data on Iran's missile capabilities. According to their assessments, approximately 330 missile launchers in Iran have been taken out of use. About half of those were destroyed outright, while the remainder were rendered inoperable after being trapped in tunnels or damaged underground facilities. Israeli estimates now suggest that between 100 and 150 launchers remain operational. Despite this reduction, Tehran is expected to maintain a steady pace of fire, likely averaging about 10 missile launches toward Israel per day until the April deadline is reached.
That assessment of Iran's degraded capabilities matches the scale of the overnight operations we have seen. The Israeli military confirmed strikes on multiple high-value targets in Tehran and central Iran. These included a headquarters for the Quds Force, an air defense headquarters, and a ground forces command center. Perhaps most critical was the targeting of a site used by Iran's defense ministry for the production of naval cruise missiles, along with research facilities linked to electronics and ballistic missile warheads. These strikes are clearly aimed at ensuring that even if a ceasefire is reached by April 9th, Iran's ability to quickly reconstitute its offensive power is severely diminished.
The response from Tehran has been publicly defiant. Iranian officials have dismissed the prospect of negotiations under current conditions. A military official told the Tasnim news agency that Iran has prepared surprises for the coming days that will clarify the outcome of the conflict. This sentiment was echoed by Ebrahim Rezai, the spokesman for the Iranian Parliament's National Security Committee, who stated there is no logic in negotiating while under fire. Meanwhile, the situation in Lebanon is showing signs of a significant shift. Israeli defense officials assess that Hezbollah's traditional stronghold in the southern suburbs of Beirut is now nearly deserted. The group has largely avoided direct, organized defensive combat in recent days, which may indicate a breakdown in local command structures or a strategic withdrawal.
The focus remains on whether the April 9th target is realistic given this rhetoric, Cole. While Iran's foreign ministry confirms receiving messages from friendly countries about the United States' interest in talks, they maintain that their position on the Strait of Hormuz and their conditions for ending the conflict have not changed. The coming 3 weeks will determine if the combination of military degradation and the Pakistani back channel can bridge the gap between these public denials and the reality of the losses Tehran is sustaining. The stakes for the Trump administration are high as they look to secure a major foreign policy win within a very specific time frame.